Well, Nick, we're here to talk about the Launde Abbey Parish Weekend Away in the summer. Would you like to tell us what the main purpose is of it?
There's a wonderful passage of scripture about Mary and Martha that will be familiar to us when Jesus goes to their home and Martha ends up doing the dishes while Mary sits at Jesus' feet. And of course Martha complains and says, tell my sister to come and help me, and Jesus says that Mary has chosen the better part and it won't be taken from her. I mention that because to me that's what it's really about. It's the joy of being somewhere where you're in a beautiful place, where you're well fed, where everything is kind of done for you, and you have that opportunity to sit at Jesus' feet. That to me is what it's about in a nutshell, that all of us together get to sit at Jesus' feet. Through the wonderful speakers we've got Mother Charlotte coming, Charlotte Gibson. We have the Venerable Richard Trethui, who's Archdeacon of Leicester, was one time curate at Knoll. We are going to be thinking about all the different ways in which God blesses us and calls us to be a blessing to others. So it's an opportunity, as I say, to learn to grow together, to be fed. It would enrich our Christian discipleship and help us as we live that out day by day, week by week, individually and together as a community.
Thank you. Sounds really good. Can you tell us a bit about what Launde Abbey is, what sort of place it is, and what it offers?
It's an ancient place, so it's a beautiful abbey, as the name suggests. It's the chapel is the oldest part of it. It goes back centuries. It's a place that Thomas Cromwell went and rather liked and thought he'd have for himself. So all sorts of history associated with it. It's now become a retreat place. So that's what it does sort of week in and week out, is offer that retreat for people from daily life in order to be enriched. So it's a place that welcomes individuals, welcomes communities like ours, and offers hospitality. It's a place all about hospitality, both through beautiful facilities and gorgeous gardens. I mean, it's got wonderful gardens, including kind of growing all its veg and that kind of stuff. So I mean, the food is really home produced and fantastic. Very secluded. I mean, it's amazing in Leicestershire that you feel so away from it all. It really is quite rural, and lots of beautiful walks around and about as well. So just a real privilege to be there.
And what sort of facilities are there for staying there? Like bedrooms and...
The facilities are wonderful and various. So we'll be mostly in the kind of the stables block, I think, that has accommodation on the ground floor and first floor. It's all en suite. And obviously it's got facilities for those that need it, for wheelchair accessibility, for those that will struggle with stairs. Some of the rooms in the old house are quite quaint and probably much more difficult to access, but have that kind of beauty to them. We're actually leaving the room allocation to the people there, although of course we will let them know our particular needs, individual needs, so that people are assigned to rooms.
Is there going to be any chance for having a bit of relaxation and fun and enjoyment?
Yeah, so we are lots of chance for that. We've got a draft programme that we'll be sharing, and within that there's quite a bit of free time. So people, none of it is compulsory. There'll be times when we worship together, we'll begin and end the Eucharist. There are obviously the main sessions where we hope most people will want to come together to hear from Charlotte and from Richard. But there are also, as I say, lots of free time to explore, as I say, the grounds, to go on walks, and we'll be offering particular sort of activities for those that want them. There's no compulsion at all, but Mother Charlotte is an icon painter, so she's going to be talking about that in one of those sort of optional sessions and bringing all of her materials so people can do some painting if they wish. I would like to be sharing a little bit about the natural world and the way God speaks to us through creation, with perhaps a guided walk. I think Father Simon is hoping to bring something. I'm not yet sure what that looks like. We'll be doing, I know, some music, so people might want to bring a musical instrument, might want to sing. Chris is really keen to direct all of that. So all sorts of different ways, sort of individually together, we can really feel that.
Yes, there's a labyrinth as well, I believe, isn't there?
As well. Thank you for reminding me. There's a wonderful labyrinth, and Suzette actually has been to Launde and really kind of, I think it was a retreat all around labyrinths, so has become a little bit of an expert. So she will be helping us learn and understand about that particular sort of part of our Christian heritage, and a chance for us obviously to walk that labyrinth during our time away.
Good. And so leaflets are out about the
There are. I have one here. So leaflets got all
weekend.
the details. My thanks to Andrew who's produced these. They're beautifully there with lots of information. You'll see in it that we are expecting that this weekend will offer spiritual refreshment, help us to build friendship. I mean, that's a great thing. Lots of people across our parish don't necessarily know each other. So chance for building friendships, meeting new people. Expanding our vision. I think I've talked about that already. Thinking both individually and as a whole church about, our vision, how we serve the community around us. And as mentioned already, a great venue with a delicious food. That is true. I've tried it. And a bar. So we are there to have fun. And we thought on the opening evening we might have a kind of a beer, cheese and wine tasting, something like that. So yes, it is properly a time to just really revel in God's blessing, in joy together. So it's not going to be puritanical. Sorry for those that are perhaps wanting something ascetic. This won't be that. It'll be a really
good. And we hope people will apply shortly.
Yes. I mean, places are filling up well. So we are counting in the people that we know haven't yet signed up, like me, but need to be there or are going to be there. We're about half full. But of course, we want to make sure we fill every place.
Okay, thanks very much, Nick. We look forward to it.